Something smells good. I wonder what Lynn's cooking today.
Hey, Lynn, what's cooking?
Now here's your host, Lynn Austin.
Hi everyone, welcome to my show. Today we are having a holly jolly Christmas. All right, Dana?
Yes, we are. Glad to be here.
I am so glad you came in from Chicago on your sleigh. Did you like that? I'm speechless. Isn't that great? We are going to make some things for your holiday parties, your get-together, easy things that you can whip up that are non-expensive and fresh, and they don't take a long time at all to make. So we're going to be making
some bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
I
say bruschetta. You say?
It's bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
And it's
you say tomato. I say tomato.
Sometimes I say be quiet. And sometimes you don't listen. But no, it's a tomato-based bruschetta. So, but it's kind of that Italian.
But look at it, it's going to be festive. We
Yes.
have the red going. We have the greens. 2 different types
Yep.
of herbs there, and they're fresh.
Yep.
They're
Basil
fresh.
and cilantro.
Awesome.
And some garlic, some onion, and some tomatoes, and some mozzarella.
And of course, we're going to be making something a little sweet, because you got to be sweet around the holidays,
Yes.
right? And we're going to be making rum balls. That's something you do not have to bake. I mean, it's just about 4 ingredients and you're set, and you can do it in the food processor. Both of these things you can do in the food processor, or if you don't have a food processor, you can put it in a blender.
Right.
Right? Just get it all mixed up.
Right.
And then also, of course, we have to have a holiday cocktail, and I'm going to be making a Santa-tini martini.
Very good.
Okay?
Very
So do you
good.
want to get started? Let me get started with your bruschetta.
Okay. Well,
Or what? What do you call it again?
Bruschetta.
Bruschetta. Okay.
First of all, you start with your tomatoes. Usually, I mean, to make it quicker and easier, I just take a can of 32 ounces of the whole peeled tomatoes, but you want them drained. You want to get that juice out of there.
These poor tomatoes are so drained around the holiday season.
So you want to get those, but then also you want to just let those sit there and drain while you're making all your other ingredients.
So we're just going to set these aside?
Yeah, just set those aside for right now.
All right.
You want to get your onion going.
Now watch how he slices this onion, because he's a chef.
You just want to get a good, nice rough chop on them.
Watch my fingers.
You know, some people are dangerous with knives, so you want to keep them away from their fingers and stuff like that. And
oh, Dana, you're gonna make me cry. I'm so happy you're here.
And she hasn't been drinking yet. So you just want to get like a rough chop on it, because you want to have some texture with the bruschetta. You want to make it, just not all the same, texture, because it just doesn't open your palate. You don't get a good taste, and so you want to throw those in there. And you know what? And
watch that knife.
And it's basically how much you want. I mean, sure, you can make a certain recipe and follow the recipes, but if you like a lot of onions, you like a lot of garlic,
you can alter it.
Alter it, right? And then you get your fresh basil.
Oh, I love it. Don't chop my finger off. Hold on a second.
It smells really good. I mean, really does. That's one good thing too about cooking is all the different smells, and it gets you really going, and it just really starts everything out nice. So,
Dana, I was thinking, because I've had basil in my garden in the summer, I'm thinking about getting a basil plant and have it grow in the house all through the winter.
Yeah, and you know what? And it will work. Just have a little bit of love to it, and
I can give a plant a lot of love. I can do that. I won't ignore it.
So you just want to add, as much basil.
So it's a rough chop on the basil.
Right, and then I use some cilantro, give it another little different taste. I know it's mainly an Italian thing, but I bring in the cilantro just because I like cilantro and just.
Oh, I love the smell of cilantro. I think it smells good.
Again, as much as you
want.
want.
So you got the basil going, the cilantro, and onion, and it's all rough chopped, right?
It's all rough chopped, because you're going to
do any fanciness.
Yeah, because you're going to use the food processor anyway, so you don't want to waste time.
Also good.
I mean, you're looking maybe 15 minutes prep time, maybe 20 minutes cooking time.
And you can do this ahead of time too.
Oh yeah, I mean very easily.
Like the day before, if you want to do all the chopping the day before.
Very
and you
easily. And I love garlic, so I mean.
And that's another thing, because some people can't handle a lot of garlic, so you can
alter it.
Alter it.
Right, exactly. So I I use garlic, so I like 3 cloves. Usually you put 2 in, but I like the 3.
Gotcha.
And then you want to use a little salt and pepper to taste. You know, kosher salt actually works well with this. And then you want, the one thing that I usually only measure is the extra virgin olive oil, and it's 4 tablespoons because you don't want it to, you're adding the virgin olive oil to your bread, so you don't want to like overkill and make them soggy.
So you would want to make sure that you would use the olive oil instead of regular vegetable oil, because that gives an extra flavor with the olive oil.
Taste, okay. It keeps it, you know, more uniform in what you're doing. But it's just 4 tablespoons, and you can, you know, get that, you know, all together. If you want to give that a little bit of stir, mix it up a little bit, and then you want to add your tomatoes.
Oh, okay. Now, what do you do with that juice in the bottom of the tomatoes, Dana?
You can save it, and if you make soups or any other sauces.
Because I would do that, but Dana would do what with it, Dana?
Dana would put it in the can and throw it in the garbage.
No, I would put it in the freezer, because you could add that to your chilies.
Yeah, you can do
could add that
things
to your pasta. You could save that instead of throwing that out.
You could.
Okay, we're going to put that over there.
So then the next thing is...
Am I stirring this up? But it's all going to go in the food process.
We'll trade here. I'll have you start... I'll start doing this, and then you want to start cutting up some bread.
Okay, I'm using these very, very professional knives here. And you said about an inch thick then?
Yeah, about an inch thick. And then we're going to put them on some baking sheets. And you want to have your oven set about 375 preheated. And then you're gonna fill up the baking sheet, and we one loaf of bread can usually do about 35 slices of bread, so you got a good start there. And again, it doesn't take very long at all. So as she's doing that, I'll get over here. As she's cutting, you want to just kind of not coat it, but just a little bit of your virgin olive oil on there to keep it going.
And the kids can help you assemble these as well.
Yeah, I mean, just keep them away from the knives.
Well, yeah, it's like a no-brainer right there. Here, kids, have some knives here. Right. Merry Christmas.
But it's a very simple, like I said, and it doesn't cost at all. I mean.
Now this bread, did you tell them what kind of bread to use? You
can use French or Italian baguettes, and it's just
because this is a harder bread.
Yeah.
It's not a soft bread.
Right. Because you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna bake it twice, basically. All right. Let's get this one going in the oven. And what you want to do, once you get your olive oil on there, you want to get this one and put it in the oven and let the oil soak in and stuff, so you're getting a good start on it. We'll just slide it right in here real quick.
Dana, these knives should have been red and green. They really would have went with their Christmas theme. They're black.
They're close. They're close. They're close.
Let's put these in here.
Right, and just put those on there, and then you can finish this
one here.
Because
I know how much you love Christmas, and I seem to always get you in the Christmas spirit, don't I?
Yeah, you're about the only one. But I love Christmas. I do. I've got 4 kids, and they keep me going. So you want to get the easiest way to do it is your food processor, and you just pour all your ingredients in.
Good on that?
Yep, and you can throw that one in there too.
Okay.
And like I said, if your oven's preheated, it really helps out a lot.
What oven temp? 375?
375. And a lot of people think, bruschetta is a summertime dish because you use your fresh herbs and stuff like that. But there's no reason that you can't have it.
Well, I think it looks festive.
Yeah.
With the red and the green and the white. I mean, how can you go wrong? I mean, that is a festive dish right there. I like that. I just knocked over my lip gloss. How many people do you know have lip gloss in their kitchen? Dana. It's Dana's.
Yeah. It's not my shade. So you just want to, when you put it in your food processor, you don't really want to go nuts with it. You just want to give it maybe 3 or 4 pulses. You want to pulse it. You want to leave it, chunky enough to have a texture on it. You don't want it to make it a soup. So you just got to, it's going to get a little loud here, but. And also, since you have garlic's a little bit harder, and so you want to kind of get the garlic so you're not biting into whole chunks of cloves.
You're done. We're going to put it back in
We're
here?
going to put it back in there in 1 second. And again, it's a real simple dish, real easy to handle.
I love things that are easy to handle. Oops.
Everything in the bowl.
Everything in the center of the food processor.
That's all the goodness.
Let's see, get that out of there.
But again, I mean, as you're cooking, you know, you're doing your sweets and stuff. You got this, you know, that kind of smell going on, and it just really, the house. That's one good thing about cooking. I mean, your house just...
Oh, it smells delicious with the garlic and the herbs. And really, this is a very inexpensive appetizer to make.
Yeah, and it's healthy.
Here, I'll get that over there.
And it's you know, it's healthy, like I said. Once you get it basically to that, then you want to add a little bit more salt.
Now, I like that kosher salt.
Yeah, it does really well with it. I mean, it works it really well. All right, now we want to put that off to the side.
Okay.
And we're gonna.
This is Dana's Christmas decoration that he was going to wear. He's festive. He's just going to bring his towel.
That's about as festive as I get.
That's about as festive as he gets.
Now, in the oven, your stuff's still getting warm and stuff like that. But you want to, you know, to make it a little bit more festive, I guess the right would be. You take your basil, and you get your stems out of here. Get your nice, pretty greens.
You're looking for the pretty greens.
Yeah. I mean, this basil smells really good. I wish, you could actually...
So I think a great gift would be, or if you brought something to somebody's house and you brought the bruschetta, how do you say it again?
Yeah.
Your way of saying it.
The bruschetta.
Bruschetta. And you brought them a little basil plant. I think that would be awesome. That would be an awesome gift, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, because, it's something that they can definitely use.
Oh, yeah.
And then, to make the basil go around, you want to cut the spine of the basil so you have a little bit more. And this is going to be your garnish. Oh, that's good, because
you don't want a whole leaf on top of that. So you just want to keep it.
Right. And this is just going to be your garnish when you're all said and done, just to top it off to give, a little bit extra. And also, you can do it with cilantro, too. I mean, it's basically...
Now, let me have a little piece of the cilantro. I love the taste of cilantro. Mm-hmm.
And just,
I like that.
Again, it's just really, how you want to use your taste, whatever you want to use.
More or less, whatever you prefer.
So basically that's, you cut it up, and as, again, it doesn't take that long. It's something simple. So we're getting to the point, what happens next is we're going to take out our bread.
Okay, let me get pot holders there.
Yeah, we got some of our Christmas pot holders. We may
set that down there.
And we'll get it out. Like I said, you don't have to keep them in there very long, just enough to get them a little, crunchy on the outsides. And they're going to go right back in, because now what we're going to do is the extra ingredient is the mozzarella.
Oh, all right? I love
and it's fresh.
That part.
You just kind of break it however you want, to match the bread size, so it's not running over that much. And you're just making layers across your bread.
And once again, this is easy for the kids to help you make. If you have a party to get to and it's Friday night and you're coming home from work and you need to get these assembled, the kids can get their hands in there and help you.
Oh yeah, definitely. And and also when you're cooking and stuff like that, usually you're running around, you don't have a whole lot of time. And the best thing is you can actually sample it as you're eating.
So you're actually getting some dinner while you're cooking your appetizer.
And it's healthy for you too. So, but again, you're just kind of, laying it on here just to get.
There we go.
Get it covered.
These up. That's good.
And then we're going to put this back in the oven. And you're just putting it back in just enough for the cheese to melt a little bit.
Okay. There we go. So we're waiting for those. Right. Those are cooking for a couple seconds?
Just a few minutes, just the cheese to get melted. So I'll move this out of the way for right now.
Because we're going to top that, and then you add the herbs on top of that. So that's almost done. I think we're going to move on to the no-bake rum balls. Right. And let me tell you how easy these rum balls are. They're really easy. Very, very easy. 4 ingredients we have, and you would also use a food processor, or if you don't have a food processor, the blender.
Right.
And what basically you're doing is you're adding vanilla wafers, and I grabbed the low-fat ones, whatever ones that you can find. Vanilla wafers, about a cup of those. Where is my little handy-dandy recipe? I know I have it right there. Let's see, we had about a cup of the wafers and a cup of walnuts. So walnuts are not that expensive, and I love, would you like a walnut?
Yes, yes.
I love walnuts.
Nothing like having balls and nuts.
That's right. So you have the wafers, the walnuts, the powdered sugar, and you're in that with the blender or the food processor. And then to get that all together, dark rum, colored rum, not the white rum.
It has to be dark.
It has to be dark.
Okay.
Okay. And then just put it into a baggie.
Okay.
And kind of mix it around, play with it, knead it. I need those. And then you can put that in the refrigerator, and you can make this the night before. And what you're going to do, we have some made on the platter there, but you're going to take a size of about like a walnut.
Okay.
That's like playing with Play-Doh. Roll that.
The kids will definitely like this.
Yeah, but they cannot eat them because these are adult cookies. We always had that when we were growing up, adult cookies. And you can make these with brandy too. You don't have to just do with them with the rum.
Okay.
If you like brandy, brandy would be good for the holidays. And that is it. And then you put them on a platter, and your rum balls are done. Isn't that awesome? Make a few more here.
Like I said, I mean, both of these, you know, are, you can do half of them the night before, get up and you know, if you have a party to go to, and finish the last things off, and I mean, you're good to go. You don't have to stress about, oh, I've got to, you know, stay in the kitchen for hours.
No, because you know what, and you want to enjoy the holidays. You don't want to be stressed, and we all get stressed no matter what we try to do. But just trying to, each year I try to simplify what I'm doing, and these recipes will really help you get out the door and enjoy your friends and enjoy the party that you're going to or family, and have a good time.
I mean, in some of these simpler recipes, people don't think of them. You know, they're always trying to think of, you know, what can I do, but you know, something simple like this.
And you could even make these. You don't even have to add the alcohol in them.
Now, can you make them and freeze them and use them maybe a week later?
You could do that, and then you could take them out and powder. I wouldn't powder them.
Okay.
Into the freezer. I would just form them, and then freeze them, and then powder them.
Okay.
Like I said, you want to make them kid friendly, make a batch kid friendly, and make a batch adult friendly. So we're going to do a few more of these.
Yep. As soon as you're done, a couple more, we'll be ready to pull out the bread and.
Okay, we'll top those, and then we'll move on to my martini.
There you go.
The Santa-tini. But these are fun. The kids will have fun making them. There we go. I like rolling them in the powdered sugar. I think that's fun. And it's nice to have a cookie. I think you would still call this a cookie that you don't have to bake.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And at holiday time, you're already using the oven for so many other things.
Right. If you wanted to, you could even add like decorative sugars on here too.
Oh, yeah.
A little
red or green
on there, and add that. How are your? Let me get a few more here, and then.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and.
You're going to take your slices out.
Yeah. Again, you just want to get them in there, so you just get.
Look at that! Oh my gosh, that cheese melted so nice.
Just get that cheese melted a little bit on your bread.
Very nice.
Move this up here so we're not burning anybody.
Okay.
And then you're going to take your mixture. As you're doing that, I'll finish them up here.
I only have 2 more balls to finish here, and then
you're going to take your mixture and just kind of, you know what I'll do is I'll get a smaller spoon here. Just to
okay. So you're only putting like a teaspoon of that on there in the center and kind of spreading it out.
And just kind of moving it around. Again, you know.
Let me move my 4 ingredients out of the way here.
Wow. When all these ingredients get together, the onion, the basil, the garlic.
It is in your mouth.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. Let me put these on the platter here. Oh, Dana, it's, you know, don't you want to sing a Christmas carol? Aren't you getting into the spirit? Isn't this fun? And it's always fun to have somebody in the kitchen with you working. Right?
Definitely. Well, I'll give that to you. Okay. You can start on that. And then again, you know, however much you want to use on your topping here, your garnishment. You know, you can put a cilantro. You can put the basil. You know, just make it look nice and festive.
Is that about enough then?
Yeah. Yeah, probably even a little bit more.
You know what? Can you put that pot holder underneath here? Because I think I just set that on the counter.
There you go.
Thank you, my dear. You know, I'm going to have you finish these, and I'm going to switch with you, and I am going to start on my martini.
Definitely.
Because I have some presentation going on with that. And we're going to move over here and get this party going with a Santa-tini. And look at these, excuse me, I just coughed in my microphone. Festive glasses. My friend gave me, because I was instructed not to call him something else, so I am going not to call you that, girlfriend. And in this martini, we're going to start with getting the glasses ready, and we're going to drizzle here a little bit of chocolate into the glass, like so. And we are going to get a martini shaker, which I have here. And into the martini is going to go vodka and cream de cocoa, 2 ingredients, and half and half, which I have got the fat-free half and half, so you're not feeling so guilty when you're drinking this drink. Oops, and I just dropped a pitcher. But I need somebody to sample this because, Dana, you don't drink girly girl drinks.
No, definitely not. And
I have a girlfriend that drinks girly girl drinks. So she's going to come over. It's Rhonda. Rhonda's come over. We're going to put a little bit of vodka in here.
So you brought your fancy knife.
Yes, definitely.
Hey, Rhonda, I got Polish vodka. I know your husband's Polish. And cream de cocoa. Put that in there. And some of our half and half. Little bit of that to kind of
it does.
Bring it down.
It makes you hungry.
I'm going to shake this up, Rhonda. Are you ready? I think of the movie Cocktail every time I do that. Okay. And I think of Tom Cruise, too, but that's a whole nother story. Here we go. And, of course, you need something to put on the rim of the glass. And you know what? You could use corn syrup, Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda, don't listen to Dana. You could use corn syrup. I'll take the shorter one. We're both short, but I'll take the shorter one. You could use corn syrup to rim the glass and use your colored sugars. The red and green would be yummy. But I'm going to add a little candy cane right there.
Very cute.
And I am so excited that Dana has come from Chicago, to make his bruschetta. And we have our rum balls, no bake rum balls, just a little baking on the bruschetta. And we have an easy martini.
I can take the short.
Oh, I'll take the short. You're good. I'll give you the dog. Happy holidays, everybody. Enjoy. Oh, and Dana has his
Diet soda.
His diet soda.
Family.
Cheers, everybody.
Yes.
Enjoy your holidays with your family and friends, and it's always fun to have family and friends in the kitchen with you when you're cooking. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'd like your shot of espresso.